Again, if y'all just tuning in, we about to be checking in with Vito the singer on social media. Multi-platinum songwriter, wrote for Chris Brown, wrote for LMA and many others. Also an artist. Congratulations to him too as well. He just had a newborn. Shout out to Hype Just Jay. Shout out to Kedra as well. Again, go check out the website www.thehypemagazine.com. About to tune in with Vito right now.
Yo,
Vito, what's going on?
what's poppin'? I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed, man. Glad to see you healthy. Congratulations on the newborn, my brother.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's been definitely a blessing, man. Definitely a transition, but a blessing to say the least.
You a first time father?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations, my brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, that's definitely a blessing, man. So as far as people who don't know you, man, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Well, for those who don't know me, my name is Vito. That's Vedo. I'm a singer, songwriter, artist, vocal producer, CEO of my own label. I've been singing and doing music since I was about 12 years old. Written for Chris Brown, Usher, LMA, a bunch of K-pop music. I'm working with a lot of major artists right now as well. You can say I'm just getting my foot in the door, but since then I've had a pretty good start, if you want to say that. So it's been looking good these last couple of years. So that's a good thing.
Well, let's start the process from the beginning because, like I said, I know people that's tuning in might not know you. So you said you've been singing since 12 years old. So how did that process start? And of course, where did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in Benton Harbor, Michigan, a little small town, about an hour and a half from Detroit, 2 hours from Detroit.
I just left Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, I was in Pullman.
Okay, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah. I got family up there. I got family in Lansing, Kalamazoo, Flint, all that. Yeah, so. But yeah, I was born in Benton Harbor, Michigan. I started doing music, like I said, at 12 years old. Been singing since I was about 10. My first ever performance was at a high school talent show that I actually got snuck into because I was way too young to be at a high school talent show. But that was my first actual performance. But that ain't where I got started, like actual performing. It was actually in church, of course, being black, growing up in the hood. That's the first place you take the stage, you know what I'm saying, just to test the waters, because church folk, they gonna keep it 100 with you. They gonna let you know, especially the older church folk. They ain't even trying to they ain't trying to make you feel good. They wanna let you know if you got it or not. But yeah, I started there, and I actually did my first song when I was 12 years old. I wrote it and recorded it at 12 years old. That was when I transitioned to South Bend, Indiana, leaving Michigan. So I did that in South Bend, Indiana. Did my first song. The people back home loved it. Everybody was singing it. I had a whole little fan base going on, and that's pretty much where it started. I just loved the feeling, loved like the joy it brought me, and loved the joy it brought other people. And I was like, yo, this is something I want to do forever.
So how did even the whole transition started as far as you being a writer? You always wrote your music when you was 12?
Always. Yeah, I always wrote my music when I was 12. I just started like writing for other people at probably like 16, 17 years old. Because I actually was like, I had came to a place where I was like, man, I didn't want to give my songs away to anybody because it was like a piece of my story that I wanted to tell. But you know, at that time, there was no money being generated from my artistry at all. It was basically just a hobby, so to speak, like just something you do to pass time. Although you could see the gradual build, it just wasn't happening fast enough. And it took my manager to come to me and basically like kind of persuade me, like, yo, look, you're a dope writer, my nigga. Like every song you do is better than the last song. He said, man, let's get some revenue going, man. Let's get some placements going, because I'm telling you, once that shit pop off, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to fund your artistry with the money you make from songwriting. So I had to think about it. I had to come to grips with it. Like, you know what, you write. Because if I land a placement on the right motherfucker, like that's a bag that's gonna come in. And that's when I started writing songs for people. My first actual placement was overseas in Korea, on a K-pop group, and that shit over there been so fruitful, man. It's crazy. It's been good over here too, but that overseas K-pop money, they sleep on that, man. They sleep on that. And so I was an artist first. I'm still an artist first, but I had to, realize like, yo, if you start, songwriting, and you start bubbling and get some placements, yo, like it's gonna be a domino effect. Everything gonna work in itself.
Right. Now let me ask you this, man, because for aspiring writers or artists, as they say, that might not be able to sing, but they're able to write for other people. How does somebody, even like yourself, because you got many credentials, how do you get your music to these particular celebrities or other people so they can possibly, sing or rap to your music?
Well, it's about just doing them records and sending them off. There's always gonna be somebody who say they know somebody who say they know somebody. So starting off, you're gonna have to send it to this person who claim he know the big dog, but he really know the person who know a person that know the big dog. So I say that to say this: your first couple of records you do, you're gonna take a hit on publishing, period. Unless you run into the artist directly and they like, yo, here my number, send me some shit, like you gonna take a hit on publishing off the rip, off your first joint. So you're gonna have to scratch everybody back, like, okay, cool. The first person you send it to gonna want 5%. The person he sent it to gonna want 5%. You know what I'm saying? On top of the manager of the artist that you want to get this placement on, they gonna want 5%. Then the artist gonna want, 15%. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're gonna have to take that hit, but you have to continue. You have to flood these artists, flood these emails. You know what I'm saying? In a good way, not in a bad way. Don't be sending a whole bunch of bullshit, but strategically map out who you want to get this placement on and send them the record. Like, send them records every week. Bam, bam, bam. Yo, I got some shit. One of them shit's gonna land. But you gotta stay consistent because there's so many people out there that are doing exactly that. Flooding these emails and hitting these lines like, yo, in these artist DMs. Like, I actually, even after I got my first placement on Chris Brown, I didn't even know him. I hadn't spoke to him, hadn't talked to him. All I know is that I wrote the song. One of my homies sent him a song. He sent the song back recorded. That was the first placement. I actually got directly in contact with him by hitting him in his DM several times. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm the one that wrote the song. Yo, check me out. Woo, woo, bam, bam, bam. When you get a chance, text me. And out the blue, he shot me a text. But that was me being resilient. Like, yo, I don't care what I got to do to get in contact with this man. I'm going to get in contact with him. And ever since then, I just been sending him music that I do, and he been loving it.
Dope, man. That's dope, man. Now, do you think relationships is important in the industry?
100%. That's like the top in the top three of things. Like, relationships will get you further than any amount of money will. You know what I mean? Because you got this relationship with somebody. If you have, say for example, I got a relationship with you, and somebody come along with that bag, like, yo, I know you know Veda, I know you fucking with Veda, I know you rocking with him, but I got this bag over here. You being loyal to me as a homie, as a friend, as a longtime friend, you'll be like, listen, it ain't about the money. This my man's. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with him, and that's that. That's how it's relationship. You can't put a price on a good relationship, and it's important to always, save. If there's a chance you can stop from burning the bridge, do it. Because in this industry, you never know when you got to cross that bridge again. It's been many times I had to just fall back and be like, you know what, bro? We ain't gonna even have this conversation right now because I see this going somewhere else. So let's come back later on when the tensions have settled and we can talk like men. Or here, talk to my manager. I no longer want to talk about it. That's how you save from burning bridges, because relationships are very, very, very key. Because you never know that the person you cussing out might be the next VP, senior VP over here at this label you trying to be at. So and people don't forget stuff, man.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Vito, what is one thing, man, that if you could tell your fans right now that you would tell them?
Right now, is stay safe. If you ain't got to go outside, don't go outside. Use this time to work on you. Use this time to sharpen the tools that you do have, acquire new tools. Take this time to talk to family, spend time with the loved ones, because we in crazy times right now. If you've always had a dream to be something, like, now is the time to really put some effort into that shit, because you ain't got nothing else to do. Everything closed. Use this to your use this to your, what am I looking for? Advantage. Use it to your advantage. You feel what I'm saying? And then I know it's hard for people because now only thing open is liquor store. So all we're gonna do is go get some Hennessy or some tequila, but try to refrain from that and just recalibrate your mind.
I can definitely dig it, man. I can definitely dig it. Now, who's some of your inspirations as far as musically? They even make you want to just get into this music business.
Temptations, for sure. Everybody asks me that, and that's my same answer. Temptations. I watched that movie. even though it was a remake, it wasn't the actual
Right, right,
original.
right.
Yeah, but just the story, man, it just kind of like it just it just showed you what it really took to be a successful group. And there's gonna be hardships and downfalls, but you got to have that one person, which was Otis Williams, who kept everything together. But yeah, Temptations, Stevie Wonder for sure. Love Otis Redding. Usher, of course, Chris Brown. You got who else we got? Oh, Michael Jackson for sure. Michael Jackson. Um, Everybody, man. Inspiration comes from just music. Period. Ain't got to be nobody that's huge or they got a bunch of hits. If you dope, you inspire me. Period. If you out here
Right.
grinding, doing your own thing, using your own bread to fund your stuff, that's an inspiration to me. That just lets me know that I'm doing the right thing.
That's dope, dope. Now, how do you describe the music that you typically make for your audience?
Um, I describe it as honestly, just in a few words, I would say reassuring, relatable, and real. I mean, we all have, we want to have fun, turn up, go to the club, party, saying, fuck with the females, and you do this, that, and the third. But I think I write music to like put things in perspective. Like, yeah, even outside of all that, when we come down, when we sober back up, we still got everyday problems. You know what I'm saying? We still got relationship problems. We still got financial problems. We still got depression problems, like stuff like that. These are real life. Um, this is real life shit we go through, but we as humans, we try to, mask that shit with other stuff, and it's not healthy to do that. And a lot of my music is geared towards, just bigging up the women, because you find somebody who rocking with you and who's actually really faithful and loyal to you, but that's hard to find, especially in this industry, especially
Oh
in
yeah.
this day, because everybody got money, everybody got a rollie, everybody got an AP, everybody got a nice car. If you find somebody that don't really care about none of that shit but you got something real, man. Hold on to it. And I think that's some of the stuff that I try to put in my music, but still make it to where it ain't so like cliche. I like my shit to still be like cool and cool to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I like this shit, because I'm gonna still talk my shit. I'm gonna still talk that, but I'm gonna still talk about this love and this real shit too.
Right, right, right. I can definitely can dig it. Um, for being of course, a R&B artist, I don't know if you categorize yourself in R&B and pop. Um, do you feel like it's extremely important for artists to do cover songs?
Yeah, 100%. Well, it depends on which level you're at. For me, yeah, it's important for me to continue to feed the fans what they originally like discovered me off of. Keep in mind, it could work to your advantage too, or it could work to your downfall, because it was at one point where I was doing so many covers and people were loving the shit so much. When I actually did do my original music, people were like, "Oh, that's cool, but can you cover this song?" So now I had to figure out a way to like start to transition those cover fans over to my original music, which has worked tremendously well. But I think it is a grassroots way to build a fan base, like organically, not none of that pay to play type shit. Like, because it's free to do a cover, it's free to put it up. You know what I'm saying? You might not make no money from it, but those fans are going to translate into money. You know what I'm saying? The
Right,
400 and some, 400 some thousand, 500,000 followers I got on YouTube. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, probably 75% of them came from doing covers, but now 80% of them can't wait for my music. You know what I mean? So my original music. So I think it's
right.
very, very vital to do stuff like that, man. Get on there, take one of the songs that's on, Billboard number 1, you know what I'm saying, number 2 of the top 10, do a cover to that shit and kill it. I guarantee you're gonna get some fans from that.
That's dope. Now, for R&B artists, what do you think is one of the first things that an artist needs to do when they're fresh and stepping into the industry?
Um, Find yourself, find a lane. It's really only one lane in R&B. I mean, but you just gotta find your niche. Find when it's the perfect time for you to step out there. Everybody, and I was like this too. People are so quick to just put the first song out that they do. Now you gotta find something that's different. It's R&B, but it sounds different. It's like, okay, damn, this is who this cat is. I want to hear more. I want to hear some more from him. And I think that's one of the first things we should do is just find our identity. Find the identity that people will gravitate towards. And honestly, your identity is oftentimes really you. It's just you being yourself. Because like a lot of people put on these fake facades and try to be this and try to be that, and they not. And people can see straight through that. People can really see straight through that. It's a lot of R&B artists that be, you know, talking like they this and talking like they gangster, one of this and one of that. Like, nah, that's not R&B. What are you trying to do? What do you want to be? You want to be R&B, or you want to be, you know what I'm saying, a rapper,
Trap
hip hop?
R&B.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, what are we doing? So, but people
Right.
can see through that shit, man. I think, you know, finding your identity is really just accepting who you are, period. Just put that shit in your music. I don't care if you, whatever you went through in your life, put that in your music, because I guarantee somebody can relate to that.
What is one of your most favorite places to perform and one of your least favorite?
Favorite places to perform is probably overseas, man. I'm gonna have to say like London, Australia, New Zealand, like crazy. I love crazy, man. The fucking vibe is so wild. My last show in London, I didn't even know I had sold that shit out. Like I really was like, hey, I got some fans over here that want me to come over here. I'm gonna go. I didn't even ask how many tickets we sold because I didn't want to put myself in. I didn't want to put myself in that mentality like, oh shit, we only sold 150 tickets. Damn, my confidence is shot. I said, I don't give a fuck who out there. I'm finna go out there and do my thing, and that's that. Get out there, the shit packed. I'm like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But honestly, I would have to say my least favorite is probably Atlanta, and that's where I live. Yeah,
That's where I'm from.
yeah, probably. And honestly, and the reason why is because Atlanta's spoiled, bro. Like Atlanta has really seen almost everybody. Like don't nobody go to North Dakota like that to perform. But every fucking body come to Atlanta, bro. Like everybody. That's the same with LA, same with Chicago. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I love those places. Atlanta particularly though. Atlanta, they stand in the crowd like, yeah. But it's like, I mean, it's still all love at the end of, because that's still Atlanta online. Atlanta is still my top 5 demographic as far as listening to my music.
But you know why Atlanta is like that was because realistically, it's a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
And especially when you're dealing in nightlife, the different levels of, you know, event planners or promoters. And once you know, they done booked a lot of people several times. It's like a lot of promoters really don't even like to pay them a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the reasons too. Like, yeah, it's like, come on, man. I go overseas, yeah, I can get 15 bands for a 45-minute show. You know what I'm saying? 30-minute show, easy. No questions asked. But these over here, they want you to do an hour for 2,500. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we do, so I mean, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. I just have to respectfully decline. And that's one of the reasons too. Just like you said, man, motherfuckers don't like to pay. And then when you do perform, it's kind of like, all right, bet. But then you go somewhere where you're not even from or don't even live.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. You feel what I mean? But it's all love though, man. But that was, I would say, part of my least. But I think it'll change though. Let me get a few hits on the radio. It'll change.
Hey man, from what I'm hearing and seeing, man, you already dope, going crazy.
Doing something, man. I'm blessed. This ain't nobody but God's work. I just been putting the work in and starting to pay off now.
Well, hey, that's all you got to do. And one thing that you said too, as far as consistency, you got to stay consistent.
Have to. Even in between albums and singles, I'm dropping V-mixes. I'm dropping covers. You know, collabing with these dope producers just to create something memorable for people. Like my Girls Need Love cover is absolutely going ridiculous. It's going crazy. I don't even know how these numbers are jumping up like this. Somebody started a TikTok challenge to it, and man, it's out of here.
Well, hey, salute, man. I'm proud of you,
Thank
dog.
I appreciate it.
Now let me ask, is there anybody that you want to collab with musically right now?
Shit, Rihanna, Rihanna, Beyonce, Drake, definitely.
Now you up through there. You get one of them.
Let me tell you something.
You gonna be $100,000 then?
What, nigga? Look at 100. You get some on Drake, man. You easily looking at about 5, and that's if you got a small percentage. 500 bands. You get some on Drake. When that payout come back, you easily getting about a 5 easily. Beyonce, million. You don't write the whole.
Your booking rate's gonna skyrocket instantly.
What? Hey, listen here. I would just.
You're only doing stadiums.
That's it. I ain't doing no more clubs.
No more clubs.
Walk through. I'm gonna need 100 bands.
We need 50 to 100 for a walkthrough for 45 minutes.
Come on, man. Yeah. So if you get one on them, bro, it's really nothing. Like even and it even shows in the industry. If it come about that you got a fucking placement, and don't let it be a single placement, because a single placement and an album cut totally different. Both still definitely, because if the album get a Grammy, you get a Grammy. But if you write a single on one of these, you through the roof. First, people can't even talk to you no more. They got to talk to this person to talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But those are like the ultimate song, especially right now. You know, get some more Ed Sheeran, Adele, like these huge artists like that. That's who you need to go for. All these other artists are cool. Those are kind of like fillers. All the artists that's popping out, of rap artists and stuff like that, do some hooks for them. But you get some on these international superstars and these pop stars. That's where the money at.
Now let me ask your opinion on this. What you think has more the longest as far as longevity, being a writer or being an R&B artist?
Definitely, I think it just depends, man. Because you could be a writer and get placements, small placements here and there, but you don't get any hits as a writer. But if you're an artist and you get you 3 or 4 hits, you know what I'm saying? At this point, the longevity it shifts now. Now your longevity is better as an artist than as a writer. You know what I'm saying? However, if you do the opposite on the writing side, your longevity is longer on that side. But honestly, it's kind of the same, because if you're an artist and you write your own shit and you get a hit on yourself, that's kind of like it's kind of like both sides. You got longevity on both sides, because you'll forever get those publishing checks, and people will forever remember you as an artist too. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. If it's one thing that you could change about the industry, what would it be?
One thing I could change about the industry, I think it would be just let talent give actual talent a chance before you just completely shut them out because you know the next person. Because that's what just like you just said, relationships. Like, people don't really care if you're talented or not. Like, who do you know? You know what I'm saying? What do you do? Like, because there's a bunch of hits out there with people that's really not talented. I think the industry should really give real talent a chance and mold that talent into something great, versus just saying, oh nah, I'm gonna go find this person who ain't really talented, but we can get the bag with him right away because he got all this big following, which is cool too. But just give talent a real chance, because it's just falling by the wayside.
Yeah, it is. I think that has to do too, man, because me dealing with a lot of independent artists, extremely heavily than a lot of people.
Right.
I think a lot of the I don't want to say the labels. I'm just speaking from my opinion.
Yeah.
Just me dealing with possibly the OGs and the labels, man. It's a lot of talented artists out there, but a lot of people that are talented don't take the time to study their craft.
Yeah, they don't. And I
put in the
think,
work.
yep, that's the thing. And I say that give talent a real chance, but also the talent, like you said, the talented people gotta put the fucking work in, because hard work beats talent. If it's a nigga who working way harder than you, he dropping mixtapes every month, he dropping this every week, and you waiting, you know what I'm saying, 6-month increments, 8-month increments to drop some shit. Like, who you expect to win? Who you expect to get the clout first? You know what I'm saying? You have to work harder than the motherfucker that you think is not as talented as you. You got to show him that he's not as talented as you. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely, hard work beats talent any day. If you ain't no hard worker, your talent gonna go to waste.
Right. What is one of your favorite songs to perform?
My favorite songs to perform, probably Four Walls, which is my biggest song. I released that in I think it was 2015, 2016. And literally every state and city that I've performed in the States, they know that shit word for word. Every word. Basically, so it's like, as soon as the beat drop, and they go crazy. And that's like the best song, the best feeling in the world. I usually end my set with that song.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Now, if Veda was not a writer, nor an R&B singer, what would you be doing?
Definitely probably went with the college. I had an interest in criminal justice when I was in high school, so I'll probably be somewhere on the inside, I don't know, probably not a police officer or like that, but it'd be in the criminal justice field some way, somehow. So I definitely had an interest in that, but then music started taking off, so I was like, fuck that.
Right. In your opinion, what are the 3 keys that you need to have success in the industry?
Relationships, hard work, a mindset to work hard, and you gotta have some tough skin. You gotta be able to sit back and let a motherfucker tell you no, or you suck, and keep going to actually to make it in it. Because you know how many no's I got? Like, no. It wasn't because I wasn't talented. It's because that motherfuckers they didn't think that they could eat off of me. So it's
Right.
like you gonna shut me out because they feel like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to make no bread from that nigga. I don't care how good he is. You know what I'm saying? And there's some people who thought I wasn't good. So you have to have tough skin in this industry, man. You got to be able to take constructive criticism, because there's some people who mean very well, by you, but will tear you a new asshole when it comes to criticizing what you do. You know what I'm saying? But they mean all the best. And these people are some of the people who have molded some of the biggest artists in music history. You know, there's absolutely no room to care about your feelings when there's money on the table. Nah, that shit wasn't good.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think I'm one of those people because I don't.
Yeah.
Because I know,
you
like I
can.
said, all in the industry, man. Like nobody. This is not about feelings. This is about you perfecting the craft and getting it right. Money is being spent. Time is being spent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Fuck
like
all
this ain't.
that. Yeah, forget all that. I don't want to make him cry. I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Right,
No,
like
that
no.
it was not good. Go back to the drawing board. Get
It's
right.
trash.
It's trash, my nigga. Like you gotta come harder than that. You
Right.
gotta come harder than that.
Right. Now, what is the best advice you ever been given?
Trust myself. Trust my instinct. And Usher gave me that advice. Trust myself. Trust my trust my gut. And I promise it's been working, man, since the last album. Mustache kind of thick. Well, yeah, I ain't know I can grow this thick mustache. I'm looking at the what's name right now.
Yeah.
I ain't know I can grow this much hair, but yeah, I think trust yourself. He told me that when I was on the show The Voice, because I used to think a lot when I was on stage. I used to think about the lyrics, used to think about the steps, the dance.
You said when you was on what now?
The Voice.
You talking about the show The Voice?
Yeah, The Voice. Yeah,
you was on The Voice?
Yeah, 2013.
Oh, boy, I ain't know that, boy. Like,
Yeah, I was
okay.
on Usher's team. Yeah. I was on Usher's team.
So what happened with that?
I made it to the top 12. They gave me a Michael Jackson song and voted my ass off. But you niggas know goddamn well you don't see no Michael Jackson song on no goddamn show. Boy, what you doing? But sadly, I had no control over that. Honestly, I would have never picked that song.
That's
it was
dope,
a great
bro.
though. But I learned so much from that show, man. Talking with Usher, just staying in contact with him. That's one of the biggest things that stuck with me, man. You gotta trust yourself. Anytime you go, it's like in sports. You know, you get out there on that basketball court, you gotta know. You gotta know what you're doing. Ain't no being, ain't no thinking about it. Ain't no having an idea. No, nigga, you have to be sure that you can go out here and win this shit and do this shit. Because when you go out there, you need to zone out. It should be second nature. And I started doing that when it came to performances, songwriting, whatever idea comes to me first. That's what I'm gonna write this song about.
I was just about to ask you that. So when you're writing a fresh new song, what is your creative process? Like, what do you got to do?
Well, what I usually do is I listen to the beat for about 2-3 days, just the track, just do melodies and harmonies and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't even have the title of the song until I'm done. So I go in the studio, which is why I'm in now, my studio, and I drop the track in Pro Tools, dry, no plugins, no nothing, and I just start recording. I start freestyling, singing, and usually I come up with a whole verse, a pre-hook, and a hook before I start actually going in and cleaning it up. So the first verse, the pre-hook and the hook is usually freestyle, and then I go in and I just fine tune and I write the second verse and this, that, and the third. But that's usually my creative process, man. I just have to live with it. So I live with the track a little bit, and then I just go in and just do my thing, man. And whatever comes, that's what it is.
Somebody asking right here, what's the biggest song you ever wrote?
I co-wrote Freaky Friday with Lil Dicky and Chris Brown, so that's the biggest record right now.
Lit.
Yeah,
lit.
That's the
do you think that you can get any better as an artist?
Oh yes, indeed. Until the day I die, I'll always be able to, become a better artist, become a better writer, better person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. The day you stop feeling like you know what I'm saying? The day you start feeling like you know everything and nobody can tell you anything new, you might as well be dead.
For real. Vito, could you let everybody know, of course, what your social media is again? If they're tuning in now, don't know.
Everything is Vito the Singer. That's VedoTheSinger. That's Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. That's Snapchat, TikTok. Well, TikTok it's Vito baby. ITSVEDO BABY.
Um, Now let me ask you this: what is the most weirdest question that you've ever been asked on an interview?
Um, this is just recently, dog. Somebody asked me would I rather. I think it was like, would I rather eat a bag of a, ba- a bag of chips with toenails in it, or it was like some shit with some boogers or some shit. Like, would I do the boogers or something? I was like, what? Hold on. But I had to pick one of them. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, nigga, just give me. I ain't eating no boogers, dog. I ain't doing that. So just give me the chips. Give me the goddamn toenails with some hot sauce and some Hennessy. We gonna get that up through that. So yeah, that's probably was the weirdest one. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Yeah. Nah.
If you can have your fans remember one thing about you, what would it be?
Um. Just. I mean, just the music, man. You ain't got to remember my age. You ain't got to remember like none of that. You gotta remember where I'm from. Just remember how the music made you feel, how my music made you feel. So I would just say the music. You know what I'm saying? And how transparent I was and how I, spoke. I said the things that a lot of people didn't want to say.
Now, are they saying that as far as you right now as an artist, because you know no different than basketball, hockey, anything that you do, they always try to compare you to somebody in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody that they trying to compare you to, say, oh, you just sound just like this person, or you just so similar?
Oh yeah, I get Usher a lot. I get Eric Bellinger a lot. Sometimes I get Sammy. Um, I had a couple people try to say Jacquees, but so you get compared to a lot of people, which is and honestly, it doesn't really matter to me because all those cats are dope. I mean, it'd be different if they wasn't good. I'd be like, hold on, what you trying to say? You know what I'm
You
saying?
think
But yeah, so I definitely get
you think you
compared to those
sing better
people.
than Jacquees?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
That was up. That was I can respect that.
Yeah.
Vito, man. Now as far as this, how you feel about this coronavirus situation, man? Has it impacted you as far as
Um, in a negative way, no. In a positive way, yeah. I mean, my heart goes out to all those who have been affected in a negative way. But for me, it's just actually been time for me to just kind of like I said, recalibrate, just get back on track. Because nigga definitely was partying, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Out there kicking it all the time. So this was time for me to sit back, kind of detox, kick it with the fam. Get back in touch with people I hadn't talked to in a while, and save money. You know what I'm saying? Because I spend a lot of money. You know what I'm saying, in these streets. So it's been
right.
it's been definitely a way for me to just kind of like get ready for when they do open outside back up with a whole new
So what is
mindset.
your first thing you're gonna do when they open side back up?
Um, I said this the other day. I'm definitely going to find me some hookah somewhere. I'm gonna go get me some Hennessy somewhere, catch a vibe right quick. But honestly, man, I'm gonna really try to just keep the same mindset because now I have a daughter. I definitely want to just try to remain as focused as possible. Get the music done. Focus on promoting the albums and stuff like that, and saving money because with this baby, ain't nothing. Ain't no way you gonna be able to keep spending the amount of money you spend and still
Right,
take care of a child unless you Jay-Z rich.
right. And Beyonce combined together.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, you got it now. You can do whatever you want to do at that point. Ain't no limits or no boundaries.
Man, you done had 1 million people on here asking you to sing something.
I don't know what I'm saying.
They want you to do a little snippet.
Uh, love, so many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how.
Oh, don't win.
Cause there's a possibility that you'll look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, from then on I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change. Cause love, yeah, something like that.
Hey, there it
Yeah,
is. There it is. Y'all was
my little brother had
asking.
called me too. My bad. That's why I cut off.
No, it's all good. Y'all was asking. He did it for you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, my brother.
Now go get the album. Everybody who ain't got the album, go get it right now. It's everywhere. The album is called For You. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, all that good shit. Go get that.
Hey, Vito, man, we appreciate you. Rock with you again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
on the newborn.
Yes,
Glad you're
sir.
healthy and safe, my brother.
Thank you, man.
Follow me too if you haven't followed me at
Yes, sir.
AR of the
Gotcha,
streets.
gotcha.
AR
Okay,
from a label OFTHESTREETS.
okay.
Check out the website www.thehypemagazine.com. And we appreciate you, my brother. Y'all go follow Vito the singer ASAP, man.
My nigga
Appreciate
love.
you, my boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate Vito, man. He was dope. Y'all were asking him to sing. He did it for y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. When we come back, we're going to be interviewing Vincent Berry, 6-time Grammy nominee and also bank owner in Africa. And Michael Montana later on at 4 o'clock. So y'all definitely stay tuned. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy Capo, DJ Capo. Follow me at AR of the streets on social media. This is the Hype Underground on Hype Magazine. Go to the website www.thehypemagazine.com. Shout out to my homie, Just Jay, Hype Just Jay on social media. You already know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all.